What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the InnerCityGeeks podcast. It's Steve here. This is episode 352. And joining me today for this lovely New Year's edition of the episode, we got Alex
Hello.
and we got Brian.
What's up?
Oh, man. Yo ho ho. The year's almost over. By the time this episode goes up, it's going to be pretty much like New Year's Eve, essentially. The full day this is going up. And I figured since it is the end of the year, we'd go over some of our top things that we've truly enjoyed. Things that, I say each of us pick 5 different things. Of course, they may be the same. Some of us may have things that we're like, oh, yeah, look, I like that too. That's going to be a real fun thing that we can all talk about. And there are other things that we may not have all experienced as well. So we picked 5 things, whether it's movies, TV shows, music, actual events, toys, wrestling, anime, a little bit of everything. Fun, fun, fun. So how has this year treated you guys so far? Before we get into the stuff, Alex,
Uh,
Brian. Okay, go. Let's go, Brian.
what? I get to go first because I sighed?
Yes, you get to go first. You get to go first this time.
Yes, because of the sigh.
Oh, because
Okay,
of the sigh.
Brian.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Sigh,
Ah,
Brian.
Sigh, Bri. Sigh to J.
Sigh to J. Yes, yes, I like it. I like it.
The year has a lot of. The year had a lot of its ups and downs,
Absolutely.
as it has for everybody. Greatest experience was number one experience for 2024 had to have been my daughter's turn 4.
Nice.
They're fucking 4. They're gonna be 5
I know.
in
I know.
in 4 months. I'm like, yo,
It's
you're not.
fucking nuts, dude.
The
You
whole
went.
hand.
Yes, you went from. Shut up. You went from being a little tiny thing that couldn't do anything for themselves to
Mm-hmm.
you're in a stroller
Yeah.
to your like you can walk
Yeah.
to wait what do you mean you have questions?
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Why do
can't
you want
answer
stuff
why.
answered? Why do you want stuff answered?
Why is this? I don't know.
Why do you
Mm-hmm.
want to learn?
Like, but like, I mean, Charlotte, literally, like, but why is red? Because rainbows?
Cause
Because it is.
colors. Cause colors.
Because Superman?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Um, so yeah, greatest part of 2024. My kids turned 4. Worst part of 2024. Well, we're not gonna go into politics.
Yeah. That's completely fair. Some people may say it's amazing. Other people, not so much.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. Very cool. Very cool. Alex, what's good, dude?
Well,
How's this year been treating you so far?
not the best year, not the worst year, but
Okay.
I,
Okay.
kept this status quo. But I will say this though, this was an eye-opening year. So,
Okay.
that's the one thing that I would say that, this year kind of awoken me to a bunch of stuff. So, I just look forward to 2025 to see what that brings.
Nice. Nice. Nice.
It's a
Very
Like
good.
cool.
even I always hated that term "New Year, New Me." It's like no, listen. The only thing that changes is the calendar. Years just keep going.
Like it's happening this year, okay, fuckers.
Yeah, like whatever happens next. But
Of course.
I look forward to the adventure. The upcoming adventure.
Of course. Very cool. Very cool.
Uh,
Adventure, excitement. A Jedi craves not these things.
Yeah.
and I'm not a Star Wars guy, so it works better for
He's
me.
like, I don't get the quote, but it's okay. I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's okay. It's
So what
okay.
about you, dude?
Well, this year's been a fun year. It's been a fun year. I've done a lot of things. I've experienced a lot of things. I've done a lot of things that I had never really thought I would do. I went down
Drugs.
to Miami. I went down to Miami for a few events. I worked a couple raves. I worked a lot of
Drugs.
concerts.
Unce, unce, unce.
Yeah, yeah, I've done a lot of stuff. I've done a lot of stuff.
Drugs at
I've
raves.
well, no, I didn't do the drugs. I didn't do the drugs then.
No, you stopped doing
Wow,
them.
I was gonna say you want to get Steven fired. Okay, thanks,
No, no,
Brian.
no, no, no. Like I've done.
Allegedly.
I've gotten licensed to work in other places.
That's dope.
I've done a lot. I've done a lot, and I'm like excited to see what 2025 is gonna bring.
And we gotta say, man. I mean, I'm sure this comes from Alex as well, but we're fucking proud of you, man. Oh, look at all the shit in the security world that you've accomplished.
Thank you.
You. I mean, fucking. You're a certified Swifty.
I don't think he should be proud of that one, but
Well, honestly, I am proud of it because there are Swifties that didn't even get a chance to see it one day, and I was there
Right.
for all three
But
days.
but you had boot camp.
Yeah, I did.
You
I did.
you literally had to learn how to be there when she did a swan dive.
Yeah, yeah, I was there.
wait, so she pulled a Jeff Hardy?
Not a swanton, a swan dive.
No, but right, wasn't that thing where like she dove and it was like an air match or some shit?
She dives into the stage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, she pulled a fucking Sin Cara.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yep.
But
Yeah.
not botch.
Yeah, exactly.
Ooh,
No, but
that
it's it
I think that would have been a good headline just to see at random, like like, well, she decided to do this or whatever. She wanted to become a stunt woman.
yeah, but she did
But
it. She did it.
our dude literally got certified to fucking watch her swan dive off the
Yeah,
stage.
pretty much, pretty
So
much.
certified Swifty.
Yeah, certified Swifty. I'll take it. But dude,
Episode ti-
it's
episode title
it's
for future.
it's for the future, for the future. But this is like I said, like I've said before, and I tell people all the time, like
Yeah,
this is
no.
one of my favorite jobs that I've ever had.
It's
Like
uh,
I love it.
we're living vicariously through you, bro.
Well, thank you, thank you,
Dude,
thank
I
you.
will say this though. One of my favorite jobs that I had, well, I have two. The third would be when we worked together.
Yeah,
But
that's always fun.
the other one was when I used to work at a graphic design place,
Hmm.
even though I was working off the books, and just the people were so chill, and just me learning the craft more.
Right. Yeah. Of course.
And then
Right.
the second one was my first job when like my first official job when I was working at the movie theater.
Hmm.
The
Yeah.
mis the the free movies, the misadventures. I don't want to get into the misadventures, but I will say this though: working at a movie theater, a lot of stuff happens.
Oh
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
absolutely, absolutely. I've always known that a lot of things happen at theaters, even though I never worked in one. It's always been a
Yeah,
thing.
but
Like,
but you already knew because you always you hung out with me, so
yeah, yeah, yeah.
you live vicariously through my my
Absolutely,
my my
absolutely.
telling of the tales.
Your trials and tribulations.
And
Yeah,
and
yeah,
and, and I know from working at a theater as my first job when I was in
Yeah,
my teens that the theater is only X amount of as big as what the building is actually, and all the hidden locations in a very old building.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
You know what?
That's
That I will have to second that because
That
you're not
tracks.
you're
It
not
it
wrong.
makes
that's right.
sense. It makes sense
Yeah.
because there's only so much room that the public sees.
Yeah.
There's a lot
So
more.
so in a way, that's sort of another way that we're all connected.
Yeah.
The three of us, we all
Hmm.
have that experience of the ins and outs of buildings, and where
Yeah.
we see we see outside the box because we know what goes inside the box, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Oh my God! If Brian
Absolutely,
would have
dude.
said what goes inside the box, we would have to end it there, and the geek shall inherit the earth.
Good night, everybody. See you in
But if you
2027.
really think about it, we were in the box. So
Yeah.
there we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's fun. It's fun. It's fun being in the box.
Oh yeah.
Yes, it is.
Especially when not everybody experiences it. So and it's great to be in places that people spend hundreds and thousands of dollars to be at. We get paid to be there. It's fucking fantastic, dude. I love it. I've worked baseball games, I've worked football games, I worked wrestling this year. I've done hockey, I've done concerts for like
Yeah,
artists that my parents actually listened to when I was younger.
that's right. That's right. It's like you get to experience music you grew up on, but now you
Yeah,
get to see it as an adult and
yeah.
in the moment, but not just not from the not not from the not from the what's the
Not as
term?
a spectator.
Yes, thank you. You get to visualize it and experience it from the employee aspect of things
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
to see what they see.
Yeah.
And not even just that, more the lines of that, since it also brings nostalgia in a different way of like, like how he said that he was, with family,
Yeah.
like stuff that his parents liked, like it, you can kind of appreciate it in that aspect, like, like, damn, like, okay, I get why my parents like this or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's great. It's great. Again, one of my favorite things that I've ever gotten to do. I love it. But now, let's get into our top fives. Of course, we're each picking five different things. We'll just go down the line. Not necessarily. It's all. Not everything's going to be in order. So
No, no, and it's gonna be
it's
all over the place.
right. Yeah.
Because
Like again,
again,
like
yeah, you first. You were gonna say it.
we have everything. We have a plethora of things. There's movies. There's music. There's TV shows. There's animes. There's toys. There's so much fucking shit that we're into that we'll just cover just a little bit of everything here, which is what we usually do anyway. So, who wants to begin with their top fives?
I'll let Alex go this time.
Oh yeah, yeah. Let's go, Alex. Let's go.
Okay, so the first one for me, it's gonna be a movie,
Okay.
Okay.
and one of the movies that I really liked this year, even though a lot of people, probably didn't like it as much as I did,
Hmm.
Ghostbusters: Frozen Empire.
It
Okay.
was
Okay.
so good though.
No,
Yeah.
no, dude, it was. And for me, the whole thing was this, and I know you and I talked about it, like, immensely, Brian.
Yeah.
That what I loved about it is that it really felt like an episode of the real Ghostbusters.
hundred
That's
and
what I
ten
love.
percent.
That's what I really loved about it.
Okay. I still haven't seen it yet.
Now, I will say this though, and I know
Yeah.
Brian will agree with me. It's not as good as Afterlife, but it's still good.
It was not as good as see Afterlife felt like a standalone film, but still connected to the universe, hence the the start of the film and the end of the film. Um but I mean, and you and I've talked about this a lot too, is that the thing about Afterlife, or sorry, the thing about Frozen Empire, they recreated the interior of the firehouse to the point where Jason Reitman was sitting on the steps of the interior and remembered sitting on those steps as a kid when his dad was filming the first movie and those steps didn't exist. He's remembering the original steps. And one of the greatest features of Frozen Empire was that there's moments when, if you look at the ceiling or you look at the floor or certain levels of the building,
Hmm.
the floor and ceiling, certain parts, like directly lined up, do not match to the other parts of the floor and ceiling because that's to accommodate the rebuilt floor and roof from when the containment unit released in the original movie, and all the ghosts blew up through the through the roof of the original movie.
Oh
Uh,
yeah.
I
So
forgot, what was it, Gregory Peck?
no, Gregory Peck was fucking. Uh, uh, Gregory Peck's the actor is Walter Peck.
Yeah, Walter Peck. There you go.
Gre-
I was like,
Gregory
yes.
Gregory Peck to Kill a Mockingbird.
All right, no, no, yeah, like, dude, like I remember it was Peck, because then like the joke that I always remember was also that, yes, this man has no dick from number
Yes,
two.
It's a
yes,
pecking order. It's a pecking order.
it's a yeah.
Aha,
So
that sounds like in the future episode title.
um, so basically, I still love the fact that the that the interior of the set was so well designed that it paid so much homage to the original film. Um, and so yeah, I'm gonna agree with Alex with that being on the top five of movie lists for 2024. Um,
I mean, like,
and
but like I said, this is just for me. You know what I mean? Like,
no, I'm with you on this, and I was mulling over this too because I
He's
remember
piggybacking on it. He's
I
piggybacking
am
on it.
piggybacking off of your movie because it. I don't know if you have anything else to add, but if you don't, this then stems to something that I will add as one of my top five things of 2024.
Hmm.
And this past week, so actually, let's rewind the clock back to October of last year. HasLabs, so Hasbro's HasLab 2 years before was the Afterlife Ghostbusters Proton Pack, which got fully funded. And I've talked about it 1,000 times. I put all the work into
Hmm.
it, yada, 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 yada.
Hmm.
So, what's a proton pack without a trap and a PKE meter?
Right.
So HasLab in October of last year put out
Okay.
the crowdfund for the two in the box set, which was the PKE meter and the trap with the actual pedal where you hit the pedal and the trap opens, makes ghost sounds, and you hit the trap again and it closes, and it's dope as hell.
Right.
But um I I received mine last week. So
And it looks pretty
that
fucking cool.
it was pretty fucking it does look pretty fucking cool. Uh the trap is one of the coolest features. I've always wanted to be able to open and close a ghost trap ever since the days of Ghostbusters movie to real Ghostbusters when all the old school Ghostbusters Nerf sets and shit came out from back in the day. And I was
Okay.
jealous that one of my friends had it and I didn't. I only had the pack. Um
I never even got the pack or anything like that. All I really got was more of the toys.
I had yeah, I had a bunch of those too. I had all of them in the car and everything else.
So when you got
Uh
it, did you scream it's a trap?
I should have.
No, and then after he used it, he did that line from number two or whatever. After you catch the Scaleri brothers, two in the box, ready to go. We be fast and
Did it be slow?
hell yeah.
Well, that's the reason why they called it two in the box.
Yeah.
Because it's the trap comes with these two little so the little bars on the side of the trap are red in the first movie and like silver on the second one. And if you take the little red pieces off the trap and put the silver ones on, it does the sounds for GB1 or GB2, depending on what color. Um, Really cool feature with the trap. You could actually separate the trap from the base. So it's like the light is green, trap is clean kind of moment.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's fucking
Uh,
cool. That is real cool.
and with the PKE meter, one of the coolest features is it comes with an EMF reader, which, oh, it's an EMF and a toy. But if you hold it to something that generates a lot of electricity, the the arms will go up higher depending on the it'll know how much
That's
electricity is
pretty fucking
generated.
cool.
So it's like, oh, it's like, if you put up to you and me, it's like, okay, it's doing nothing, but put it up to like your microwave, like going for like 30 seconds, you'll see the arms go up. I'm like, oh,
That's pretty rad.
I
That's
can
so
yeah,
tell you right now.
it's kind of like you're saying if you're actually hunting ghosts.
exactly. That's a
It'd be
cool
kind of
feature.
funny if someone actually thought this was a real device and they did that. Like, oh my god, my microwave is haunted.
So that will be my number five on top of
Nice.
Alex's number five.
Well,
Nice.
actually, it's not even number five. Isn't it?
Oh,
Is in
it's
no
just on
order.
your list.
Well,
Okay, good.
it's on the list. It's one of the. It was one of the five.
Yeah.
Fine.
So yeah,
It's one of the so for Alex and I, it's each one of us have a one of the five things.
Ghostbuster-ish.
Ghostbusters. Yay. Being afraid no ghost.
Nice, nice.
Busted makes me feel good.
Huh?
And it goes back. It
Busting makes a
goes
lot of
back
people
to
feel
the
good.
box.
Fun times, fun times, fun times. Very cool, very cool. All right, so I guess that brings it to me, right?
It does.
Yes, it does.
So I mentioned I worked a lot of shows this year. I worked a lot of concerts. One of the concerts that I worked this year was 98 Rock Fest, which is the Radio Rock show at Amalie Arena. And for this Radio Rock show, they have two stages. So the one stage is outside before the main show begins. So it's like the pre-show before the main show or whatever.
Yeah.
And one of the bands that performed actually headlined the outside stage. They were really good. And since then, like I've been a really huge fan of theirs to the point that one of their songs was one of my top songs for this year that I played on Spotify.
Okay.
The band is Sleep Theory. And I guess I'll just play the song since, I
That's
might,
what we
might as
do
well.
here.
That's what we fucking do. It's
don't
been
just
a minute since we actually played music on the show. So let's play some Sleep Theater. Sleep Theory. Well, Sleep Theater. It's totally different. But yeah, Sleep Theory's Numb. It's a great fucking song.
They're not
Let's check
Dream
it out.
Theater. They're not Dream
No,
Theater.
not Dream Theater. No, not Dream Theater at all. Totally different.
Looking in the eyes of a broken dream, another new plan torn at the seams, and I don't know if it's all been me or someone else pulling at my strings. Living every day like it's on repeat, another played out dead in routines, stuck in place as the walls close in, plotting out my escape again. Crawling my way from a prison cell, no one can save me but myself. I know there's something more that I'm missing. Hoping to find my place somewhere. Staring right into the sun, looking for the ending before it's begun. I just need a reason to bleed. It feels like my heart's going numb. Heart's going numb. I'm losing my place when I gave it all, pushing my back up against the wall. When it takes everything to survive, it's hard enough just to feel alive. I am a scar that I try to hide. I need a way out, but I'm out of time. I know there's something holding me here in the bottom, hoping to find my place somewhere. Staring right into the sun, looking for the ending before it's begun. I just need a reason to bleed. It feels like my heart's going numb. Heart's going numb. Quickly changing my eyes. Kaleidoscope visions invade my mind, leaving perception behind. Going blind now, turn the lights out. Turn the lights out and the face in black now. I can't breathe and my glory back out. The silence gets spreading so loud. Going blind out to the door. Staring right into the sun, looking for the ending before it's begun. I just
So that was Sleep Theater. Sleep Theory.
It's
Jesus Christ.
not Dream Theater.
Yes, I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I don't say joking around or whatever. It's just Steve probably had a long day today, so maybe that's why he's thinking of
Well, sure. Yeah, actually, you could say it's been a theater kind of day for me because I've been watching nothing but fucking movies all day. So yeah.
Steve literally went all around the world, going through chimneys, dropping off presents, all
Yeah,
the nice little boys
exactly,
and girls.
exactly,
Wow, I
exactly.
didn't know Steve was Scott Calvin.
Yeah,
uh,
so that was Sleep Theory.
they
Sleep Theory. Yes.
sleep theory,
Yes. Sleep
theory,
Theory.
like
Theory.
theory of a dead man, theory.
Yes, 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 yes. Theory of a
Uh,
dead man.
they sort of have like a Breaking Benjamin sound to them,
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Very
like
Breaking
With
Benjamin.
with
that
a
kind of
hint
heavy.
of Lincoln.
Yeah, with a hint of Lincoln. Yes, a slight hint of Lincoln. No Mike Shinoda, which is great. Um, but yeah, it's dope. And they performed this song along with like 8 other singles that they had, all of them on stage, and they were fucking great. They were awesome. They were really good live, and like I've become a huge fan of theirs since seeing them at the Amalie Arena. And like I said, I've been checking them out every single fucking doesn't go a day without it. Like I don't hear this song at least once a week, at least I guess you could say.
Nice.
It's a great fucking song. Their album was fucking good. Always check them out. Definitely worth listening to. Sleep Theory. Yay! I got it right this time finally.
Yeah, he did it.
I
Lo,
did it.
lo hicimos, yeah, we did it.
Yay!
Steven
So
finally got the name of the band right now. He did it. He did it. Yes, sir. He did it. Uh-oh, celebration touchdown dance.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, Alex, what is your next one, sir?
All right, since technically I'm going on the list or whatever, the second one's also a movie, and it has to be Deadpool and Wolverine.
Nice. It's a great fucking
Yes.
movie.
Now
Absolutely great fucking movie.
Now the thing is this though, I mentioned it before and I'll say it again. I really love this film. I like number two a lot better, but that's just because of certain things. But this one played out very well, especially with the nostalgia of the guest cameos and all that stuff. So
The
At
Rando
this
Wolverines.
oh
and I guess at this point you could just say who's in it because it's on Disney Plus.
yeah,
Yeah, it
well
is on
no, but I'm
Disney
just saying though,
Plus.
like dude, when Blade came back out, was just like ah, and the introduction of Gambit, even though
Hmm.
like I don't know why, but for me it was just like all right, like this one's cool. And then he won me over with just him talking as Gambit.
Yeah,
But
Oh yeah.
what I kind of
but
wish,
not even just the way he talks, but the fact that his suit was comic accurate.
yeah.
Yes. His suit was comic accurate.
That's what I loved about it too. Like
And
Jesus, dude.
what I thought that this movie was like, what made it worthwhile too was they actually made Elektra somewhat like, better than that shit show was that movie,
Yeah, yeah. Well, rumor was that Daredevil was supposed to be in it too. Ben Affleck's Daredevil was supposed to be in it
Yeah.
too. That was a rumor.
And so was apparently Nicolas Cage's Ghost Rider.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They were trying everything
Yeah.
to get
Yeah.
everybody. And we got who we got. And
I'm
like
not mad about who we got.
no.
No.
Chris Evans, Human Torch. Whoever fucking thought we were gonna ever see that shit again?
Whoever thought we would have seen him flame on again? Yeah. Yeah.
dude.
Definitely worth it.
The post credit scene,
Yeah.
you
Oh my
know,
god, yes.
yeah, like that alone, like really won me over.
Mm-hmm.
Because when the movie did play out, you really thought that this dude was just talking a whole bunch of smack, but at the
He
end,
really did say it.
yeah,
Yeah.
and it made it so much better to hear it from the mouth of Chris Evans.
But yeah, definitely worth watching. Definitely great fucking movie.
Thank you, thank
Good
you.
choice, sir. Good
Very
choice.
good choice.
Yeah. So I guess if
So,
anything,
Brian, what is your
yeah,
next one?
exactly, Brian. What's good, dude?
All right, I'm gonna switch things up a bit.
Okay.
I'm gonna go into musics.
Ooh.
So for musics,
Mm-hmm.
I want to say one album. I mean, there's been quite a few albums this year that I've been back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
Right.
So I have two that I'm going to put on my five.
Okay.
But the first one I'm going to put out there is Eminem, The Death of Slim Shady.
Yes, 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 yes. That is a great album.
The album is 100% pure fire.
Yeah,
It
absolutely.
is a mix of every style of Eminem
Mm-hmm.
we've ever listened to, drugs and off drugs,
Mm-hmm.
and knowing that he went back into those voices and those things that he isn't anymore and mimicking his old self while
Yep.
still sober, mind you, and destroyed the charts.
Yep.
I mean, honestly, one of the greatest. Well, the whole album is just insanely good, but two tracks that are, for me, the best two tracks off that album that aren't sad tracks. We're not gonna go
Because the sad
temporary.
tracks are great, though.
Sad tracks are great. We're not gonna go sad tracks. We're gonna
No,
go
no
with
sad
two other.
tracks.
No, those. If you want the sad tracks, just listen to the album. You know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah,
Temporary.
yeah, yeah.
Um, would be Guilty Conscious Part Two,
Mm-hmm.
where it's Slim versus Eminem,
Yep.
or Slim versus Marshall, and Toby.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's a good one too. Absolutely.
I mean, like one of the greatest lyrics. Like, we're gonna just pull up the fucking lyrics and just quote something real quick. Uh, like one of the greatest parts of the where he's like, I've been knocked down so many times I can't count. Sometimes shit does not pan out. That's just the way the card hand is dealt. But just fast forward to the point where he goes, uh, where I can't help but feel like a victim of child abuse because I'm about to get that goddamn belt. And
Yeah.
then that's not counting the other song where he talks about fucking, Diddy before Diddy got arrested.
Yeah. About that
Diddley,
guy.
not that guy. So
Hot diddly.
that's on my 20, that's on my top 5.
Fuck
No,
yeah,
we don't
dude.
talk about Diddler. No, no, no.
Uh, yeah.
Okily
Well, we
dokily.
don't.
Okily dokily.
Yep. Yep. Which is another great band too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I know
Okay,
about those.
okay, Steve. What's
Oh,
your?
it's my turn. Yay, my turn.
Yes.
Okay, so I guess let's switch it up some more. Because you went to musics, he went to movies. Let's go into another medium that we don't really talk much about. It's audiobooks. Yes, we're on Audible too. You can find the show on Audible. Um, but one of the books that I read that I listened to get read to me is Incidents Around the House. It's a horror book. And it follows this girl Bella, and um, it basically follows her and her family, and how they're basically targeted by an entity called the Other Mommy. And
Ooh.
the book is told in the perspective of Bella, and it's a fictional small town in Michigan, and her mom is actually cheating on her dad, and her dad knows, and it's just a lot of shit going on. And
Okay.
the daughter's like, because the other mommy wants to take over Bella's body, She's like, "Let me into your heart." And she's like, "No," she doesn't want to. But then as the story goes, she's kind of like, "I should just do this and fuck you, mom, and fuck you, dad." It's just a twisted fucking story when you see the the evolution of a child, just not just the evolution of a child, but like the brain of a child just slowly start to turn to the wrong. It's a really good read. Definitely worth checking out. So definitely check out Incidents Around the House.
I don't know why when you said "let me into your heart," all I kept thinking was Kalima, Kalima. And
Kinda.
then when you were kind of explaining it for a second, I was like, "Are you talking about Coraline?"
It's very similar to Coraline. It's very similar. But this isn't like in an upside down world. It's within the house, and it's basically like an entity within the house that's trying to take over her specifically. It's a great read, like I said. Definitely check it out. So, Alex, it is your turn now, sir.
Okay, so for my next thing, I'm gonna go with a series that just recently came out,
Mm-hmm.
and like my reasoning for this is like the two main reasons. It has to be Creature Commandos.
Nice.
Yes.
And even right now, we're currently on what is it, 4 episodes right now, and
Yep.
in next few hours we're gonna get the the fifth episode. But
Oh yeah, that's right. 'Cause it's Thursday now. Technically, it's Wednesday, but it's going into Thursday. Every Thursday they drop a new episode.
so yeah, but
Yeah.
what I really like about it is the backstories that they given so far with the
Mm-hmm.
characters, and they've all been crazy, and they add lore to this. The second reason why I like it is that now we're building this new DC with DC Studios, and this is technically the first property that is introducing this new take on it, and it also makes us look forward to what's to come.
Yep.
Because I mean, what is it that Peacemaker is going to elaborate on how the old some of parts of the old still count, but it doesn't.
Yeah.
So that's something else to look forward to for like 2025. But so far, this series has been, with only 4 episodes, has really got
It's
me
been solid.
invested.
Every episode has pretty much like knocked it out of the park.
Dude, all I gotta say is that Weasel episode really got me.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want. That's the one I have not watched yet.
Dude,
That one's a good one.
when you get the chance, bro, I'm telling you that Weasel episode.
Yeah,
Mm.
Alex told me about it before, and before we recorded the last episode that we did together, and I watched it right after. I was like, "Wow, this is
Did it hit you?
it did because
So
it's
it's gonna
sad
hit me.
because
It's gonna hit me harder than GI Robot did.
yeah yeah
Because
Yeah,
fuck.
yeah
dude, the GI Robot one, was just crazy, and even though hilarious as hell because you kind of knew what was gonna happen.
Yep.
yeah
Like I had that feeling as I'm watching that episode, and I'm just like, okay, it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen, and then it happens, and I was
hmm
just like, knew it.
yeah. But this one definitely hits you because you're like, it's sad. It's super sad the way that shit plays out. It's definitely
Yeah, so I guess if anything, the next time when we record, we can, get Brian's reaction.
next year we'll get Brian's reaction.
I love that since we're at the end of it, it always sounds like when you always say next year, it sounds such a long time.
It sounds like it's
Right.
so far away, but no, it's literally a week away.
Yup.
It's like a hurdle or two away.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, so Brian, what's yours, dude?
That's a great pick, and I'm grateful that I'm alive enough to watch Creature Commandos, and I'll explain that on the next episode. But so we might even call that "Don't Die, Bri" Part Three. Uh, it's a trilogy. So for me, I'm gonna go into TV as well,
Okay,
and I gotta say, I've really been feeling Dexter Original Sin
nice.
because as a fan of the series, especially the first couple of seasons
Mm-hmm.
before it went to shit,
Mm-hmm.
uh, the series was great. And with Original Sin, with Original Sin, they brought in this cast of characters back from the original series with a few new additions, of course. Um, but they brought these actors that are portraying younger versions of their selves from the first season of Dexter. And not only is the set or not only are the sets perfect, the music is there, the original musical score, but certain actors, particularly, especially the actor playing Dexter Morgan, really play the part. Like you look like you're watching the series and you think you're watching Dexter. Like you see this kid be Michael C. Hall. You see this other guy. Oh, that's Batista. Wait, that's not David Zayas? And you're like going, wait, what? And
That's fucking
it's
cool.
it's so well done. And there's there's this one dude who plays a young Vince Masuka who he must have studied C.S. Lee, like to the point where like he has his mannerisms, like creepiness, that perviness, and then like all of a sudden he'll just break out that laugh, and you're like, yo, like this dude is Masuka. And
How
you're like,
many episodes
okay.
in are we in that?
We're on 3 because they
Okay.
did so uh there was a little tiny promo that aired with Sarah Michelle Gellar and Michael C. Hall. It's like Merry Christmas. You're not just getting one episode, you're getting two.
Okay.
So like so we're 3 episodes in because they gifted us an extra episode this
Nice.
past week.
Nice.
It's definitely worth it. The dive into the backstory of plots that we've seen on the original series, but with more depth and insight. You're like, oh, they're going there. Oh, I remember that, but they're expanding on the lore and like, oh, got it.
Okay. Okay.
So that's on my list of things.
Nice. Nice. I need to check that out because, of course, I am a fan of the show. Not as much as a fan as you are, but I need to watch it again and then get into this one as well.
Definitely worth it.
Yeah.
Like it makes you it sort of makes you think that the writers said, "Hey, we fucked up too many times with the original series.
Mm-hmm.
Let's take it back to let's pretend none of that
Let's
happened."
take it back to the basics.
Yeah, let's take it back to remember when Dexter was a teen,
Yeah.
and it works.
Okay.
I thought you were gonna say more on the lines of like, do you remember when the show actually made it? Like when it was actually working right, and then we didn't flub up the ending.
which is why I said take it back to the basics.
And what's crazy is that the fact that like this prequel sets up the next chapter in Dexter's adult life. Like it's because we're getting, as we talked about on previous episodes, we're getting Resurrection,
Mm-hmm.
which is the First Blood next chapter.
Right.
So this sets that up. It's like it sets it up so quick, and then it's like, well, we're not here about that. We're here about him.
Doesn't the show also the original sin or whatever? Doesn't that also? Isn't the next season or this season supposed to be also doing with John Lithgow's character also? I heard something
No,
about that.
what I sent you guys, and we'll talk. Well, I mean, we'll deep dive more later on. Is that this is doing so well that the writers are doing the
Like another
writers are
spinoff.
basically doing a spin-off series of Trinity.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
And it's greenlit, so it's gonna happen. So the writers are
Okay.
doing a Trinity Killer spin-off when Trinity was a kid or a teen. And
Okay.
John Lithgow is gonna reprise his role as the inner voice of his younger
Gotcha.
self.
Gotcha.
So that too will be fucking insane.
That's gonna be dope. That's gonna be
Yeah,
real dope.
because
Because I think that was the last season that I watched.
that's because they didn't know what to do after that.
Yeah, of course, because you can't top fucking John Lithgow.
You cannot top John Lithgow. Okay, so more on that in the next episode.
Yeah. Very cool. Very cool. So I guess that leads to me again, right? It's my
Yes.
turn. All right. So the next few, of course, are gonna be movies. Of course, because I've watched a lot of movies as well. I didn't know which order to go in with these movies because they're all great. And I think I'll go with the first one that I watched this year so far. This year, not so far, but this year. It was Alien Romulus. Um, where this movie actually takes place a few years before Alien, and it's fucking cool. Basically, space colonizers come face to face with the most terrifying life form in the universe while scavenging in the deep ends of the derelict spaceships. I'm sorry. So they go into the spaceship and they see some shit that they're not supposed to be at, and yay! All shit happens. It's an absolutely fantastic fucking movie. A great addition to the Alien franchise. I fucking love it. I was a huge fan of it. I've seen it multiple times since I watched it in theaters. And every time I watch it, I'm like, yo, this movie's fucking great. It's fucking really good. It's done by Fede Alvarez, who's done a bunch of shit. And he just knows how to handle horror really well. I need everything. Everything he needs to do everything. It's just so good. He did the 2013 Evil Dead that people were very skeptical about, but it's still pretty fucking good. He did Don't Breathe, which is fucking fantastic. He's done a lot, and this one is fucking great. So if you haven't checked it out yet, go watch it. It's fucking good. Definitely worth checking out. Like I said, it's one of my favorites of the year, and I won't sway you wrong. So, Alex, what's your next one, sir?
Well, my next one is going to be one that that it's like kind of obvious, but it's been
One
One
week that you
Piece.
looked at me. Okay,
I
gotcha.
was just thinking that.
So what is it? The Egghead Island saga,
Hmm.
which even though they kind of cut it short because like they put like the first part, and from there they had the Egghead Island part, so that then it goes to this special episode that they had called One Piece Fan Letter, which was kind of an episode of you see it from the perspective of like secondary characters and all that stuff within the One Piece world during an event
Hmm.
when the Straw Hats got back together, and it was kind of like kind of a thank you letter to the fans, if and it was very very emotional. And then currently right now they're redoing an old arc, but it's like kind of like a little updated, and they're taking a break, from the Egghead to do this one, which is the Fishman Island saga. And that's been fun too. Like it's fun revisiting and seeing it, kind of in a newer way.
Okay,
Even though it's like, oh, I've seen this before, but it looks a lot nicer.
nice.
But yeah, dude, like I say, I will speak the love of One Piece, like, as if it was like a religion, because dude, this shit is just wonderful. Like I know like Brian is not a fan of anime or whatever, but if ever he wanted to give something a chance or whatever, yeah,
Okay, okay.
yeah. Even though I know he's not gonna do it, but
Nope.
but
Which
yeah,
is fair. It happens. It happens.
but yeah, but that's my pick for like this is of 2024. Like this, actually, One Piece, and like I've told you before, Steve, like joking around. This is that One Piece has been kind of like my unofficial therapist.
Okay, okay. See, the thing is, like, I want to watch One Piece, but it's just too much to get into.
Now, let me be honest with you, dude. Like, and I think I told you this before. There is a list of animes, like of like the with the most episodes,
Yeah, yeah,
and
like they did with
and
Dragon Ball
what?
back in the day.
Yeah, but One Piece is just number 10 on the list of the like of animes that have like like a bunch of episodes. So I'm just saying, and even with that, it's just there's so many people that watch like well, I mean, like I don't like it, but people watch stuff like Grey's Anatomy, and I'm just like, if you want to watch a better doctor show, you can watch House, but whatever. But
Yeah.
hey, like listen, I don't want to shit on anybody's yum or whatever the fuck, but yeah, but One Piece,
Okay.
that's one of my top five.
Very cool, sir. Very cool. Very
Brian, what
cool.
about you, dude?
I'm just thinking it's been One Piece since you looked at. How many each have we had so far?
This is our third one.
Okay.
Fourth.
No, this is my third. I just gave you my third one.
Well, remember you're last, so
Oh, yeah. My bad, my
so
bad.
So
this is
we're
my
on number 4.
yes.
All right. I guess my fourth one will have to again be music.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go, and I'll go album, sure, but also go track primarily.
Okay.
This will be Miles Kennedy's "The Art of Letting Go" is the album. It's his.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
It's his third solo album, and Charlie and I have spoken about this numerous amount of times.
Mm-hmm.
But the track "Miss You When I'm Gone," there's a video to it, and the lyrics hit, and it's sad as fuck, and it's so fucking good. I mean, just play it.
That's what I'm looking for right now.
It's kind of funny how you mentioned Charlie. I was like, I spoke to him earlier today too. It's been we had a good talk for a minute.
It's been 1 week.
Let's do a live version of it. Is that all right?
Yeah.
All right.
You don't want to do the video? Okay.
Yeah. No, there's the live version video for it.
The acoustic one. Yeah, I played that too.
Yeah.
It's been 1 week since you spoke to Charlie.
Hold on.
No, we we've texted one another, but it's been while like that we've actually
Since
had
you've
a
actually
chance.
had him on the phone. I got you.
Exactly.
This song just cuts deep.
Do unto others as they do to you, 'cause in the end that's all that you can do. Keep these words before you break my heart. You did it all, you lived 1,000 lives, but in the end how much you sacrificed. All is lost and now we drift apart. Ooh, this is gonna hurt like hell. Ooh, so save yourself. This is the time, move on, we cannot last. We forget too soon, all things must pass. But I'll miss you when you're gone. I'm gonna miss you when you're gone. fault you for the things you've done. You risked it all, now look what you become. Gain the world only to lose yourself. Oh, this is gonna hurt like hell. Oh, success everywhere. This is the time, move on, this cannot last. We forget too soon, all things must pass. I'll miss you when you're gone. I'm gonna miss you when you're gone. It won't be long, you take the final bow. When the curtain calls, I won't be found, but I'll miss you when you're gone. I'm gonna miss you when you're gone. The road you follow, it never ends. The long tomorrows, yeah, left you spare. Ooh. This is the time, move on, this cannot last. We forget too soon, all things must pass. I'll miss you when you're gone. I'm gonna miss you when you're gone. It won't be long, you take the final bow. When the curtain falls, then I won't be found. But I'll miss you when you're gone. I'm gonna miss you when you're gone. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That was awesome.
It just cuts deep.
Yeah, absolutely. It really does.
Well, I'm glad you guys liked it. I'll be honest
No,
with
I
you.
got-
Whatever, listen. Everyone has their taste. It was alright, but whatever. To me, it was just like, hey, look, it's younger Steven Tyler.
Yeah, better. But yeah, better than Steven Tyler, I think.
No, I'm just
Yeah.
saying. All I kept looking at, like when I saw the dude play, no, like guitar, he was good, and the vocals were really good. But to me, all I kept seeing was like, damn, it's fucking like a young Steven Tyler there.
See,
Like,
and the thing about the music video though, it's an animated video, and like it just shows you the tale of this young kid growing up, and it's like Ghostbusters and My Pet Monster and all these little things that
A lot of
indie kids grew
nostalgia.
up
A
with.
lot of
Yeah.
nostalgia. Yeah, gotcha.
And so that just hit, and that's probably one of my favorite Miles Kennedy tracks to date of his solo career.
It's good. It's a good song.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's got a lot of good songs. He's actually really good.
He's phenomenal.
Yeah. Okay. Very good. Thank you, Brian. Thank you.
You're
so
welcome.
Steve. So this is a movie that the next one is the movie that I actually watched recently within like the last 2 weeks or so. And like I was completely blown away by this movie. I was like, yo, it's fucking good. It's especially having Hugh Grant in it. Somebody that we've always known to be, like, oh yeah, he's a nice guy. He's a super nice guy. Not in this movie. So
Oh.
and the movie I'm talking about is Heretic. where it follows.
I wasn't joking around saying with Hugh, like it's always the nice guys you have to worry about.
Yeah. So Hugh Grant, he is this movie Heretic follows two young missionaries, Mormon missionaries that are uh pretty much ensnared in a deadly game of cat and mouse when they are locked behind the doors of the diabolical Mr. Reed. And they're trapped in his house and they have to pretty much turn to their faith
Okay.
if they want to come out alive. It is absolutely fucking fantastic. Hugh Grant plays a huge devil's advocate in trying to get these girls to do things, not necessarily do things because they don't. He doesn't really tempt them in ways you say per se, but he talks to them and he's like questioning their faith and questioning what they believe in and trying to see like, oh, are they really down for this? Is the way they should be? And then there's like the house is pretty much turned into a maze, so they could go one way and they want to be in the same way again. It's fucking nuts. Definitely worth checking out. It's absolutely fucking fantastic. Again, Hugh Grant needs an award for this movie. It's fucking fantastic. Definitely worth checking out. It's I think it's on VOD right now, so it hasn't really hit streaming right, but there are ways to procure it. So definitely
Give
worth
it
checking out.
I would say give it a few like a few weeks or whatever. It'll probably be on maybe by the new like early or mid January.
Right, exactly. By the time this goes up, it'll probably be out somewhere. But yeah, definitely worth watching. Check it out. It's fucking good. Heretic. It's fucking fantastic. One of my top of the year, obviously. Alex, what is your next one, sir?
Well, my fifth one, it's the last work that Akira Toriyama put out there before he's passed, which is Dragon Ball Daima.
Okay.
And so far this they're like on 11, 12 episodes right now, but so far it's been fun. It has like the comedy of like old school original Dragon Ball, and you know and some hints of Dragon Ball Super, where that does have comical moments, but the
Mm-hmm.
action too has been amazing too. So the like some of the fights have been fucking crazy, and it's just been a fun watch, man.
Very cool. Honestly, like I haven't watched Dragon Ball since the original, and probably some of Super, but yeah, I haven't watched it in ages.
When you mean the original, are you talking about Z, or are you talking about Dragon Ball from the 80s?
Z.
Okay.
Dragon Ball from the 80s, yeah, I saw some of it, not a lot of it. Mostly Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, well, growing up when I was in junior high school and everything, that's when I got introduced to Dragon Ball Z,
Yeah.
and I loved it so much that when that initial run did finish, that I backtracked to the original Dragon Ball,
Mm-hmm.
and that was a fun watch.
Yeah. It's always a fun watch.
And then the only thing, even though it wasn't direct, like Toriyama had nothing to do with it, was GT, and GT was like the premise was a cool premise. Just the presentation and what they put out there wasn't that good.
Gotcha.
So because of what they did with GT, that's when Toriyama came back out with Super, to kind of like make up like and kind of like say like, well, GT kind of happened but it really didn't happen, kind of
Right.
thing.
Okay.
But
It's like a
yeah,
revisionist history type thing.
yeah, exactly.
Okay. Okay.
So yeah, that goes my thing. So Brian, what about you, dude?
Uh, how can we go through this entire episode without mentioning X-Men 97?
That's right. Such a great fucking show.
That's my
That was a really good
number.
show.
That's my number one pick for. I mean, I know we
That's
didn't do
that's
a true top five. We just did five stuffs,
yeah.
but like that's the top. That's the number one right there. X-Men 97.
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, it's a great fucking show. It's
I
a
mean,
great throwback brought
it's a
today.
throw. The animation was modern, but taken down a notch because it's
Yeah,
the 90s.
yeah. This is switched the other way. It's the original animation, just slightly
Amp
bumped up to today.
fine. Uh, Either way you slice it, it was so fucking good.
Yeah, yeah,
Speaking
yeah.
of slicing, they took away Rogue's cake, so I'm just saying there was a slight downgrade.
Fair. That's fair. Yeah,
That tracks. I mean, so many pivotal moments of that series that left you in such heartbreak.
yeah.
Like the lack of Rogue's cake.
This is we're not naming episode titles, Alex.
Yeah, no, not today. Not today.
Future title roast. Better. Future episode title gluten free rogue.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Uh no.
I'm mad
And
because that would track as a title, gluten free Rogue.
Yep, yep.
uh so yes. X-Men 97. Uh, uh X-Men 97. Are we done? Can we speak?
Yeah, you keep going.
Uh
Is it real or is it cake?
it's not real. uh X-Men 97. We God, so many years hearing about what they're gonna potentially do with X-Men. And then we got
Mm-hmm.
X-Men 97, and it was pretty much a direct continuation from the
Yeah,
uh from 97.
yeah.
And whoever was still around voiced their characters.
Mm-hmm.
Uh and so many iconic stupid fucking one-liners.
Yeah. They did so
Um
well with it.
it's so good.
It's just so good.
And then like
Even
uh
though they didn't give you the cake.
uh so like oh, oh god, so many iconic one-liners. And
Yeah.
like what I loved too was when Jubilee and I forget the kid's name, the rich kid who his parents didn't know
Mm-hmm.
was a mutant.
Yeah, the Spanish kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And because it was the 90s, dude was like, "Oh, here's my pager number."
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, "Wait, no cell phone?" No, because it's the 90s.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Page me. Like, "Oh, great."
Yep.
Uh yeah, so X-Men 97 is the fifth and final thing on my list
It's good. It's a good thing. It's a
because
great
it
thing.
was just really fucking good.
Yeah, yeah. The fact that two prominent characters had an amazing season
Yes.
that you weren't expecting. I wasn't expecting to go that way with for either one of them.
No.
Granted, I'm not spoiling anything,
It's on
but
Disney. Watch it.
exactly. Go check it out. It's a fucking great show.
And go back
Um,
and go back and watch the original series
yeah,
before you
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, watch that first.
Or at least the last season of the original.
That's it. Either
Because
way, just
this one leads directly into it or
either
from it.
way, either way, Cal Dodd as Wolverine.
Yeah,
He came back to play Wolverine, and it's like, dude, you never left.
no, it's fucking good.
I would just say, just for those that if you're gonna watch it, do watch the original so you can understand what the Wolverine meme is more.
Yeah.
Eh,
Eh. Just you really just gotta go on YouTube and watch that one scene.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's not really necessary to see it for the meme, but it's a good fucking show. It's definitely worth watching. Even the
Yeah.
original is definitely worth
Oh,
watching as
dude, the
well.
original series was fucking fantastic.
Yeah. Granted, yes, there are a lot of nostalgia berries just talking about it, but It is a really good show.
So I
So,
guess this goes to you now, Steven.
yes, it is my last pick for today. So sad. So sad it's almost over.
Last pick
But
for the year.
Well,
yes, my
don't
last pick
worry.
for the
If
year.
anything afterwards, if want to, we can do an honorable mention
We
afterwards.
could do honorable mentions. I do have, I think, one honorable mention I could think about.
I do too. So
Yeah, me too.
Um, so my top pick, because this movie is absolutely fucking fantastic, and Demi Moore deserves a nod for this too. And I'm talking about The Substance.
Oh yeah,
Um,
that movie.
oh, it is so good. It is probably one of the best movie. Well, no, not probably. It is the best movie of the year. One of Demi Moore's greatest roles we've ever seen her in. Yes, she was in G.I. Jane. Yes, she did a bunch of other shit. But this one specifically kind of shows you where she's going and where she's been and how she's evolved as an actress. Um, so the substance basically follows Elizabeth Sparkle, a renowned for for an aerobic show, and she faces a devastating blow on her 50th birthday as her bosses fire her amidst her duress. A laboratory offers her a substance which promises to transform her into an enhanced version of herself.
Okay.
So what this substance does, it basically she injects herself and it pretty much spawns another version of her, a
Right.
younger version of her. And it is absolutely fucking nuts.
All right. Doesn't
Because
like the substance becomes the better star or some shit, right?
yeah, yeah, it basically she takes over her spot as a regular person
Okay.
and she starts to get roles, she starts to become famous to the point that she's like, yo, like I can't just go back and forth because what she's supposed to do, she's supposed to on one week, off another, and go back and forth, and they're supposed to help each other out because they both live off of each other,
Right. So it's like Clayface, sort of.
kind of, yeah. And then as the story goes, the new one starts to get say, oh, I want to do more, I want to do more, I want to do more, basically leading to Demi Moore starting to get old and older and older and older
Right, because she's
to the
not
point that she
absorbing.
like has no hair, right? Exactly. And then they just start to morph and she starts to morph into other things and it just becomes a huge body horror. It's fucking nuts.
I gotta watch it.
Definitely worth watching.
and it's already streaming now, right?
I believe it might be.
Might be on Prime.
Let me check. I know it was on this site called Mubi. Um it is for rent on Amazon on Apple TV, but yeah, it is on Mubi as well. So if you get just like a free trial of Mubi, you could watch it and then just cancel it. Um MUBI movie. Um Again, it's an absolutely fantastic fucking movie. Definitely worth watching. Definitely once you see it, you're gonna think, oh shit, dude. It's so good. The other girl that plays her doppelganger, I guess you can say. Or her clone. Let's say that. The clone of her. It's fucking fantastic also. Because she starts to learn and she starts to do all these things. It's just like it's just so good. It's so good. Yes, and Demi Moore still got it, man. If you are a wrestling show and she was wrestling, she'd be like, "You still got it." Yeah, exactly. There you go. You get it. But yeah, so fucking good.
I was gonna say, joking around, you forgot one role that I loved her in.
What?
Um, Dude, you forgot that she was in Beavis and Butthead Do America.
That's right. I did
I thought
forget
you were gonna
about
say
that.
striptease.
That's what I thought you were. That's what I really thought you were gonna say. Yeah.
No, I was like a few weeks back, catching up on the new episodes of Beavis and Butthead, and then you know how like after you're done with something, they like you can watch this, and they show
Recommended.
yeah, and they show Beavis and Butthead Do America, and I was like, that's right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and she was going against her then husband Bruce Willis.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, and Dennis Quaid. Yes, thank you, Mario. Mario's in the chats right now. Dennis Quaid. Holy shit, Dennis Quaid is good in this as well. He plays her agent or whatever, and he's just a weirdo. And the way that it's shot, especially all the shots with Dennis Quaid, they're like super zoned in on his face, like very super close up to his mouth. Because there's some points that he's eating and he's just like chewing and his mouth is working and it's just like
So,
fucking
so,
gross, dude.
so he's morphing into his son Jack
Yeah,
because Jack Quaid looks so much like his dad as Jack Quaid's gotten older.
yeah, yeah. No, but Dennis Quaid, so fucking good.
He's always
This
been
is
good.
yeah, but we haven't really seen him do a lot of things as of late.
No. He's taking time.
But this one specifically, he does so well as Sparkle's agent. You're just like, what the fuck, dude? And he's like, oh yeah, you're so good, you're so good. You just like how you expect agents to be,
Mm-hmm.
just like super like to 100. And they're just like, what the fuck? And he's just like he's just a gross fucking dude. They just like, get the fuck away from me. He just does it so well. And he's so good. Everybody within this movie is fucking awesome. Definitely worth checking out. Again, watch it. The Substance. My absolute favorite movie of the year. Um, I guess you want to do honorable mentions, Alex?
Yeah, so and I'm surprised that nobody brought it up, but I will say this though. The Penguin.
Oh yeah, such an amazing show. Oh my
The
Penguin, Penguin,
yeah, Ma.
Emma,
god.
let's
Hey
come.
ma, hey
Like
ma.
Emma.
like I was telling Steve before we started recording that this series actually made me somewhat care about the Matt Reeves the Batman, even though like I said it, like the Batman's a good movie. I just didn't like it as a Batman movie. But like I said, my opinion. But the penguin character, like when I first saw it, in the theaters, it was like meh. And then when I saw this series, it was like I actually really like this character. And that whole thing, that whole arc between the relationship between him and Vic. Oh man.
Oh yeah, and,
Yeah.
and actually, shout out to all my family that's worked on that series. Legit. You guys know who you are. Uh, Proud of y'all. Because that you literally made New York into Gotham versus where Matt Reeves' Batman was New York, Chicago, and London.
Mm-hmm.
So they had to recreate shots and turn one spot into something else.
Yep.
So yeah. Uh Shout out to y'all.
It's a great fucking show. Definitely worth
Ma,
checking out. Dude,
you,
the scene where they had him as a kid, the episode with him as a
oh
kid,
yeah, he kills his
and
brothers.
yeah,
I mean, fuck spoilers. I mean, At this
It's
point,
fucking wild, dude.
the fucking show's been on.
Yeah,
We can talk about it.
yeah,
You know. Yes, that whole episode was just darker than dark.
yeah,
Um, and shout out to that kid for really playing the part, man.
yeah.
But that kid's a good actor, and I'm like,
Uh-huh.
I hope he sticks with the craft because
I'm
who
curious to
knows
see what he's gonna do next. Yeah, very curious.
I
yeah.
still say one of my favorite episodes has to be the episode when they're in the club when when they introduce the drug, the bliss.
Oh
Hmm.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that one was a really good episode.
Mm-hmm. The last episode was really good too. It's sad, but it's
Dude,
good.
yeah, like the the final, the final third of it. Oof.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, yeah. Such a good show.
Yeah. So
It
now,
really makes me look forward to what's gonna happen next. Yes, they
Yeah.
did say they were gonna be season 2, but I do want to see what they're gonna do with the Batman 2.
I mean, we'll see. Yeah, we'll see what Batman 2 set in a winter setting for frick's sake. Like,
Yes.
is it gonna be a Mr. Freeze winter or is
Oh
it just gonna
yes,
be winter?
please.
Let us have.
Well,
I mean, the only other time we've had Mr. Freeze in the theater was
just chill.
ice to meet you.
the Iceman cometh.
Oh god.
I, Mr. Cold Miser.
Uh, I love that he pays Warner Brothers $1 a year to keep that suit.
Of course. It's a
I mean,
fucking
wouldn't
great suit.
you?
Yeah, I would too. Fuck it.
I don't know why, but I would just love to see if he does like one Halloween, just gets back into the suit.
I'm almost positive he still does.
I wouldn't be surprised.
He walks around going, "Nice to meet you."
Chill out.
Well, when we had snow in so I mean, Alex knows because he lives in New York, but Steve, we had snow in New York, like Christmas
Mm-hmm.
Eve,
Mm-hmm.
and so like immediately, like I started going, "The Iceman cometh."
Ah, so much snow. I don't miss it. Um, Brian, what's your next honorable mention?
Sticking in the world of Batman, something that else that I'm shocked you guys specifically did not talk about. The
Oh, the animated
Batman
one.
animated.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's right. I forgot about it.
Batman Cape Crusader. Good call,
Kid
dude.
Yeah,
Crusader.
yeah. I completely forgot about it. It's a
That
great show.
series
It's
that
fucking great.
series that series was so good and so the chef's kiss to the old school animated series.
Mm-hmm.
And Hamish Linklater really doing his best to do his best Conroy
Yep.
and nailing it.
I really hope they keep him as Batman for the next few years.
Oh yeah.
For the next few projects.
Like I would love to. I would love being that I'm on I'm still on my replay of Batman Arkham City.
Mm-hmm.
I only have like 57 trophies left. Riddler, I'm
Nice.
coming for you. Uh
Tum tum tum.
dun, 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 and only like and really only with those trophies, like 37 of them are Catwoman.
Nice.
Yeah. So I would love a Batman game and it's him.
Mm-hmm. I'm
Or
down for it.
I'll take an animated movie or
Yeah.
both.
Yeah. Either one. I'm good with it.
Yeah.
Very
So
cool stuff.
that's my honorable mention.
Yeah,
That
so
yeah,
that's
that
good.
was
That's good.
that was a great fucking great animated series.
Nice. Very cool. Very cool.
I could joke around saying, "Hey Steve, what's your Batman centric honorable mention?"
I don't have a Batman centric anime honorable mention,
Yeah, because you
unfortunately.
do what you want.
Yeah, whatever. I do what I want. It's actually a concert that actually worked. Of course, like I've mentioned, I've done a lot of shows. I actually started with a show and I'm ending with a show. I worked Don Omar over the summer. And not only this for this show, I actually wasn't outside. I was inside for the entirety of the show. And at Emily Arena, because Emily Arena is it's weird. Sometimes it will be outside, sometimes it will be inside. Sometimes we'll do both. For this one specifically, I was in the VIP area first, helping up everybody, all the fans that were in the VIP area that were going for, a meet and greet experience with him. And then I was moved from there to be by the stage for the show. And this was one of those shows that I knew every single song that was being played from beginning to end. And there were fans in front of me because I was right by the stage handling the barricade. And the fans were like, yo, you're the best security guard I've ever seen because I did my job on top of enjoying myself while I was there. People that were like in VIP in front of other people that I was pretty much telling people like, yo, you guys can't be over here. You gotta go. You gotta go. I had to make sure that they were cool in that section. And it was just an amazing time. This dude, he had a huge health scare a few years ago. He got over that, came back with dancers. He had pyro. He did it all by himself. He had no features. He went on for 2 hours straight. Absolutely fucking fantastic show. Definitely worth watching. Or definitely going to. Don't Omar live. So good. So fucking good. And then Mario actually in the chat. He actually has another honorable mention. Something that I watched and I fucking love too is Azrael on it's on Shutter right now. But it stars Samara Weaving, and she's pretty much this movie's pretty much a silent movie for her, or it's a silent movie in general. And she's just running; she's just on the run the entire time, and it's fucking nuts. It's a really good fucking movie. I don't think have you guys seen the trailer for this one?
Mm-mm.
No.
Okay, let's watch the trailer for this because it's such a good fucking movie. Um, this one came out earlier this year. Of course, people don't really know much about it, but it's really damn good. Da, 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 da.
And make sure no ads.
Yeah, no ads on this one. I went straight to it. Let's watch the trailer for Azrael.
Ooh.
Right?
Wait,
So good.
is that Hugo Weaving's daughter? No relation.
No. I think that's like his niece or something like that.
Oh, okay.
But she's been in a lot of movies.
She
She
looks
was in
familiar.
she was in Ready or Not, which was like another like horror thriller a few years ago.
Got it. Got it. Got it.
That trailer
Um,
looked very familiar because I think I've seen it. I think we probably showed it in the past in one of the podcasts.
I probably did, or I probably
You might have just sent it to
like sent
us.
it to you previously. But yeah, it's a dope fucking movie. And it's all a silent film essentially because nobody says anything throughout the entire movie, but
Mm.
everything is pretty much like, yo, you like you see this, you see that, and they're
It,
pointing at
it
things.
it's all, yeah. It's just noise and of like
Yeah.
guns and battle and like deep breaths.
Mm-hmm.
And and Steve, I'm a little sad and disappointed. Terrifier 3 wasn't on your list.
It was not. It is one of my top movies of the year, but the other three that I mentioned
Or a little bit
are
better.
yes.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
Terrifier even though it is a great fucking movie, it's one of those like I could just watch it whenever. I don't I like yeah, I'll see it when I see it. It's one of
So,
those like okay, it's so good because there's a lot of horror elements that I enjoy,
mhm.
but it's not like my go-to like oh I need to watch this again. You get what I'm
Not.
saying?
Well, I mean, you'll definitely watch it again. It's you,
Right, but I
but
don't need to.
right, right.
These
Uh,
ones, these ones that I mentioned today are
yeah.
all movies that are like, yo, watch it
There was a thing I
because
saw. Yeah,
these are really, 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 really fucking good that just anybody can watch at any time.
there was a thing I saw on Twitter yesterday.
Hmm.
And it was like, I think it was like last night, or it might have been even earlier this morning. It was it was the calendar year, right?
Hmm.
And it was like Art the. It's like your birthday lands on this month. What does Art the Clown give you? And eight, 1 through 12 was a chainsaw enema to every other thing, right?
Nice,
June, me, he gives you the clown horn. Huh.
nice,
I was like, I
nice,
live.
nice. That's cool. That's
Yeah.
pretty cool. Then Mario also mentioned Scream 6, which is a cool movie. It's not bad.
But but that didn't come out this year.
I thought it was earlier this year.
No, Scream 6 was 2023.
Oh, look at that, Mario. You're wrong. You're wrong, guy. It's all good. It's all good.
Buddy, you're messing around with a cinephile, bro.
You're fucking up the flow, guy.
I am a cinephile. You should know me. Go back and pick your sword. Go circa 2012.
No, but these have been our picks for this week, for this
Yeah.
year,
For the year.
and yeah, it's been a great year for movies and TV shows and everything. And I
Every time
really,
I'm sorry, anytime anybody says it's been about 1 week.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, since you made that reference,
Waka waka.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna add something else to it, but okay.
no, I'm just
Uh,
saying though, because you kept mentioning it like throughout the podcast. At least
I got you. I got you. No, but Mario says Samara Weaving will be in or was in Scream 8.
Well, it means she will be.
Okay. But yes, it's been a hell of a year. It's been a hell of a year for entertainment and for all the things that we enjoy. And for this year, we'd like to thank every single one of y'all for checking us out. That's having a good old time with us here. You guys are awesome. I appreciate every single one of you guys. Appreciate everybody that's been on the show. Um, Alex, Brian, I appreciate the fuck out of y'all for being here almost every single time.
I
Mar,
appreciate the fact I'm sorry. I was gonna say I appreciate the fact that we're back
Yeah,
and fucking strong.
yeah, we're doing
Yeah.
great. We're doing a good time. We're having a good time. We're having a consistencies. It's a good thing.
Yeah, we're
Mm-hmm.
so strong. Hercules, Hercules.
Hercules, Hercules.
Yeah,
Now
yeah,
we're canceled.
yeah. We'll be okay. Um, but yeah, dude, it's been a great time. Mario, thank you for being on the show a couple times.
Frank.
Frank for being on the
Frank for
show.
sure.
Ellie for being on the show last time. Um, everybody's been on. We appreciate every single one of you guys. Every just even if you're in the chats, if you're just watching us just streaming,
Yeah,
if you're
yeah,
listening to
people,
us in all the cool fucking places that we're at.
yeah, other
Like,
people too. We can also thank like, Damien and Roxy,
yeah, Damien and Foxy, yeah. They haven't been on for a little bit. I think the last time they were on was last year.
Yeah,
But
but even with that, like, they've always been cool supporters and,
yeah, yeah, they've
thankful.
always been cool supporters.
And
Yeah.
also, like, even though it's been a minute, our sister Tan, which actually her birthday just
Yeah,
passed.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's right.
10.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
That's right. Happy birthday, Tan.
Yeah, absolutely. Also, our friends from fucking Salty Language, they're always checking us out. They're always giving us shout outs on the Twitters and stuff. They're always retweeting stuff. Um, all the way out in Ohio, our homies over there. Um, but yeah, thank everybody. Thank you. We appreciate y'all. It's been a hell of a year, and 2025 is gonna be another great one.
The year of the geeks.
Yes, another year of the geeks.
So much to look forward to in 2025.
Absolutely, absolutely. By the time this episode is done, of course, Nosferatu came out today, and I haven't seen it, but we'll be seeing it soon. Probably by the time next year.
And it's another Nicholas Holt movie.
Yeah, another Nicholas Hoult movie and another Peter Skarsgård movie, or Brian Skarsgård. Oh, the Skarsgård kid.
Yes.
Yeah,
Bill Skarsgård.
yeah, that guy. Yeah. But yeah.
Lex Luthor and Pennywise. There we go.
And Willem Dafoe.
Oh, so it's Lighthouse.
Yeah. It's a little bit of everything. It's a little bit of everything. But yeah, guys, thank you guys for everything. We greatly appreciate you guys. You guys are the best. Make us feel better. Make us feel all nice and warm and fuzzy in our tum-tums. It's a good time.
To quote Dennis Leary, in the cockles of our hearts.
Yeah. Those
Maybe
are
below the
best place.
cockles.
Maybe
in the
below.
subcockle area.
Just a little bit. But yeah, don't forget to check us out on InnerCityGeeks.net. We got a whole bunch of shit sometimes. Of course, we got this show. We also have Brighter J Presents. We got stuff over there for them.
Sometime soon, in
Sometimes
2025, you'll have stuff.
Yeah, toys.
Or maybe
Oi.
or maybe just me venting.
Yeah, that too.
Channel might be changing.
Ooh,
Stuffs.
Yay, stuffs.
Me
Mario,
in front of the
of
camera?
course.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Uh-oh. That's scary. Mario, of course, with
Lands breaking.
Mario again with the comics because water manga time in the anime world. He's done a bang up fucking job with that shit.
Damn right.
He's been doing shit like every week, going ham, especially for the Christmas time. He just did like a bunch of them. So definitely check out all his shit. And then you can find the show on a bunch of other fucking places. On not Apple, but you can find us on.
Yeah, the hate that you have is so real, dude.
You can find us on SoundCloud. Well, not older episodes on SoundCloud. The new stuff is not on SoundCloud, but you can find us on Audible, on Pandora, iHeartRadio,
Amazon Music,
YouTube, obviously, Amazon Music, Audible, motherfucking Spotify, or you can just find us if you look up just the RSS feed, or for InnerCityGeeks, you can find us on there. On the YouTubes, if you just look up Inner City Geeks, you can find us on there also. This live video that I am the only person on the screen, but everybody else is in black. But it's okay. It's okay. Um, I appreciate every single one of you. Check this out. Check every single episode out. Thank you for listening. Check us out on the socials again. I'm all over the fucking place. I'm getting tired. Check us on the socials. Facespace.com/InnerCityGeeks. Twitter, InnerCityGeeks. Instagram at InnerCityGeeks. Where can we find you, Alex?
You can find me on Twitter at Deny DINYED and on Instagram at Deny DIN_Y_ED. Where can we find you, Brian?
All right, you can check me out here on. I'm too tired to come up with a funny quip. You can check me out on. Wow. All right, fine. You can check me out sitting on my couch, falling asleep. No, you can check me
Yeah.
out on all the stuffs. Social medias is Bright2J and Bright2J Presents on Instagram. Bright2J Presents on Blue Sky and Twitter. Steve, where can we find you?
You guys can find me everywhere, literally everywhere, as Mr. Jackal, MISTERJACKAL.
Please find him
So
at home.
if you
We'll
just
send you
look
his
for the
address.
name, you'll find me everywhere. Excuse me.
I said, well, just. I was like, please just text us. We'll send you his address.
Yeah. Just look for me. I'm
Come and
not.
knock
I'm
on
not
his
too
door.
hard to find.
No,
I
you're
love
not.
Not
how
too hard to find.
Brian mentioned "Falling to Sleep" or whatever, and I was like, "That's a great motivating song too."
Yeah. And then he said, "Come and knock on my door. We've been waiting for you."
Where the kisses are hers and his.
Three's company. Yeah, there's three of us. Three's company too.
Inner City Geeks too.
Yeah.
Da 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 da.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Hey, Jack, what are you doing?
Again, thank you guys for listening. We greatly appreciate the fuck out of you guys. We went on a whole lot longer than we thought we were gonna go.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be a dick, but always remember, Happy New Year. But the geeks shall inherit the earth.
Peace out, everybody.
2025, baby.
Oh, that was good.